One thing my vintage inspired pattern did not have was pockets. And as you know, pockets are essential to an awesome bound. So I'm gonna show you how to do that. This is a back skirt panel. I've got my center back seam right here. And then over here is my side seam. And what I've done is this is the right side of the fabric, which is really kind of difficult to see. You kind of have to feel this fabric. And this is a teardrop shaped pocket panel. It's got a straight edge right here to match up to the side seam, and then a scoop, and then a flat top, which really you can either scoot up all the way to your waist seam, your waistline, or you can shush it down just like I have done here. So I have put right sides of my pre-serged fabric together, and I'm going to sew along the pinned edge at a 1/2 inch seam because that is what my pattern dictates for the rest of the pieces. Of course, always wanting to press my work after I've sewn it. This is the same configuration I had just shown you, but now this side seam is stitched. And let me tell you, sewing while filming is insanely difficult. I do not recommend it. What I'm gonna do now is notice that this is flat. I'm going to push my pocket over this way and simply press it out just like that. So I want that nice flat area. I'm then going to duplicate this on my front skirt side seam. Okay, so front skirt, you can see that that waistline is pleated on this skirt panel. And I've done the same thing. I've stitched my same exact size, shape, the exact measurement down from the waistline onto the side and pressed it. And now I'm going to grab my back side of my skirt. Oh, this is so hard. And I'm going to line it up exactly, lining these pieces up. And I'm going to pin this edge here down below about a 1/2 inch where that starts, all the way around here, back up here, and then all the way down the side. So I'll show you what that looks like in a second. Okay, so I've got it pinned. You can see I do all the way around that pocket and all the way down here. And then I'm gonna start sewing at my hemline, and I'm gonna work my way towards the pocket at a 1/2 inch seam. You can see where the pocket and the panel of the skirt, you can see where that stitching goes. So as I sew this way, I'm going to go towards the inside of this stitching so that I don't end up with a pocket seam hanging out on the outside of my skirt. And I'm gonna go up to about, let's see, 1/2 inch all the way here. I'm gonna go up to like about here. It's keeping on the outside of that. Then I'm going to pivot and go around here. And then similarly, when I'm gonna get to my edge here, I'm gonna go across and I'm gonna stay on the inside of that stitching right there. Once again, to keep that pocket stitching invisible and inside the skirt, all the way up and back stitch, and I'll show you what it looks like. Here's a look at the stitched pocket. You can see, oh my gosh, that's so many strings. You can see as I came up right here, I scooted to the inside about 2 millimeters from where I had attached the pocket to the panel. Did a quick pivot, went all the way around, did a pivot here, and went straight across to follow my pattern once again to the outside of that stitching, or rather the inside of the garment, to keep this hidden and up and back stitched. Here's the outside of my skirt. You can see my side seam is right there and all my pleats are there. But what you can't see, oh my God, you guys, is a pocket. This is that stitching I was going to avoid putting on the outside. I went ahead and pressed it really flat. My pocket's hanging to the front because that's, of course, the way I like it to go. That's the way I stick my stuff in. And so that's an effortless pocket deep enough to hit my phone and some lipstick and all that sort of stuff. And so now I have 2 pockets invisibly set into a vintage pattern, and it's gonna go right onto my dress.